Hi, Deborah. I'm Amy from class 608. This is my response to your discussion too. And there's Piper, hard at work back there. Um, Nice post. Real simply, you define that formative assessments are how the students are learning while they're learning it. And it's more of a low stake type of assessment, whereas summative is how much they learned, and it's more of a higher stake assessment, and it's usually at the end, well, it is at the end of a certain amount of time. I am not in a typical classroom. I teach in the Learning Center. So my students, grade 4th, 5th, and 6th, one third grader and one 8th grader as well, they come into the Learning Center for 30-minute groups. It could be reading, structured reading, math, writing, things like that. So I don't have a lot of experience or chances to do summative assessments. However, the students do their iReady assessments. They do iReady throughout the year, but then 3 times a year, they do an assessment that I use that drives my IEPs when I'm looking at how they're doing in their subjects and what type of goals I can write. So I mostly deal with formative assessments. And I like those because when I only have 30 minutes with them, it's a quick, hey, I can watch them when they're doing their work. I can hear them, I can watch them. We can play fun games, we can do bingo, we can do Kahoots, just things like that, which make it a little bit more fun for the students when I do pull out games, and they don't even realize that I'm assessing them, which is kind of sometimes good because they relax. I do find that if I stick with the same type of assessment, the kids will get bored. If I do my lessons the same way, they will get bored. So I really need to find different ways to assess them. If you have any ideas, that would be wonderful. I would like to hear what you do in your classroom to do the quick in the moment type of assessments with your students. Other than that, I think that's good. You hit everything. I know, the bias for me, you talked about the instructors aren't really clear on the distinction of the assessments. I'm finding that, we have families that don't have a lot in their home to help the students, to support the students. So everything they're getting is in school. And I think that's hard sometimes when we are doing assessments, because some students go home and they get support from their parents and they can study at night. Where some students, once they go home, they're put in front of a television or, just kind of just left to their own devices. So we really have to come up with different, when we do the summative, you said they do presentations and projects. We have to find different ways and outlets for these students to show us what they learned. If you have any suggestions on formative assessments for me, I would love to hear them. And also, what do you teach? Where do you teach? Ages and stuff. Thank you, Deborah. I'm sorry, Deborah. I look forward to speaking with you. Have a good rest of your day.